a Teenage Nightmares original, as told by the hitchhiking slasher. Hello, my name's Jerry. This story begins in December of 1987, back when I was just starting out as a truck driver. Hitchhiking was still a common way of getting around, and I'd often spot young people standing on the roadside, hoping for a ride to the next town. I'd stop for anyone who looked weak or strung out on drugs. My strategy was simple. I'd ask them questions about their family, about the people in their lives. I preferred those who wouldn't be missed, the ones with troubled home lives or abusive families. It was almost laughable how easy it was. These people willingly climbed into a truck with a complete stranger, someone like me, and I wasn't a small guy either. Honestly, if I'd been in their position, I wouldn't have gotten into my own truck. For the first 4 years, it was effortless. I'd pick them up, torture them, and leave their bodies on the side of dark, empty highways. Most were buried as John and Jane Does, with only a handful ever being identified. It was great, but everything changed on the night of November 13th, 1991. It was dark and pouring rain, the kind of night where the world feels heavier. That's when I saw her, a woman in her early to mid-20s, standing on the side of the highway, drenched to the bone. I pulled over, and she climbed in without hesitation. For the first few minutes, she didn't say a word, just stared out the rain-streaked window. Eventually, I broke the silence with my usual questions. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Where are you heading? She told me her name was Lacey, said she was leaving her abusive husband and heading to her mom's place, a few hours up the road. Ah, she has a mom. I can't kill this one, I thought to myself. But then, like an idiot, she blurted out that living with her addict mother wasn't much better. At least she won't hit me, she said. Little did she know, those words sealed her fate. Now, I had no reason to hold back. I pulled off to the side of the isolated highway. The rain drummed against the windshield as she turned to me, her voice tinged with confusion. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Don't worry," I said, my tone calm. I reached for the bat I kept by my seat and swung it hard, the sickening thud echoing in the cab as she crumpled instantly. Without hesitation, I carried her to the back of the truck, the place where I made my victims truly understand pain. As I was sorting through my tools for torture, I heard a rustling. I turned around just in time to see her standing up. I rushed toward her, but she grabbed my wrench, one of the big semi-wrenches. They were heavy as hell. She swung it at my knee, the impact knocking me to the ground. Pain shot through my leg, but I wasn't out for long. Instead of running, though, she came straight for me. This time she had my cleaver in her hand, swinging for my face. I dodged just in time, barely avoiding the sharp blade, and managed to get back on my feet. I threw a punch, and it landed hard. She crumpled to the ground. I grabbed the cleaver, eyes locked on her as I went for a kill shot, but I missed. She scrambled, leaping out of the truck and running into the woods. Without hesitation, I chased after her. The thrill of the chase sent a surge of excitement through me, the kind I hadn't felt in years. I knew if she got away, it was over. All of it. My life, my job, and most of all, killing. It would all come to an end. Truth be told, part of me wanted that. Deep down, I was disgusted with myself. I hated what I had become, but I couldn't control it. It was like I was trapped, a real-life Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. In a twisted way, part of me was even rooting for her to escape. I chased her for hours, right through the night, until the first light of dawn. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't catch her. She was almost home free. Then, I heard it, the sound of a bear gnawing at something, and her screams tearing through the woods. The bear got to her before I ever could. She was the last person I ever tried to kill. It's been 33 years now. I'm 64 years old, with 12 grandkids, and still, I've never been caught. But that evil, that part of me, it still lives inside. I just haven't acted on it. To my past victims that I brutally tortured and murdered, may you rest in peace. Sincerely, the hitchhiking slasher.